Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's been a while since I've been on live on my personal page, and it feels so good. I don't come on here unless, and maybe some of you have seen the ups and downs, maybe inconsistencies of my lives. And the reason is that I don't typically like to come in on a live unless I have content or I have something I want to share from my heart that is truly about something I'm going through. I don't show up just to show up. I show up when it's authentically something that I have to speak about, when it's authentically something I am going through or I want to share and I want to help you all. This morning, I was in bed pulling oracle cards, which is my normal go-to, maybe even multiple times a day. Confession, I am an oracle card junkie. Tarot cards too, but let's say specifically oracle cards. So I'm doing my normal routine and I'm pulling cards. My husband walks in and he says, so, how's it going? What are you pulling on? And I said, my business, of course. He goes, what'd you find? And I go, I'm just frustrated. I'm going round and round with myself. And what I realize is that I am doubting myself. I doubt myself all the time, which is why I go and pull oracle cards all the time. And it hit me in our conversation. I said, I realized today and in meditation yesterday when I was with my spirit guides that some of the biggest thing that I struggle with is self-worth. The reason or the way self-worth gets in my way is it puts me into a pattern of going round and round with the same karmic cycle of stepping up into the world, stepping up into my light, stepping up in my purpose, and then retracting back down because I doubt where I'm at in my life, because I doubt how I'm showing up and what I'm here to do. And so I got to thinking about this and I said, yeah, but I said to my husband, I'm like, I know what I'm here to do. He goes, what you need to understand is that every single person, even the person making $1 billion a year, has self-doubt. Everybody struggles. And it really kind of hit me. And I go, as authentic and as vulnerable as I am, I don't talk about my doubt a lot online. And this isn't me sharing my doubt with all of you because I realize, why wouldn't I? Each of us do. We all doubt ourselves. And I mean, not more than anyone, I do a lot. But the reason I show up is because the doubt isn't strong enough. It doesn't have enough of a hold on me for me not to overcome that fear of sharing and being vulnerable to help. Because when we all share with each other, we help each other understand that human connection is so important and we all have commonalities. We all have these things that we struggle with. And if we can hear from another that, hey, this is where I'm at today and this is what I struggle with, it might help a person that you have no idea is going through the same thing. And it's so interesting because typically what I'm going through in my life is where I'm at energetically in my business. Let me tell you why and what this has to do with. So next Saturday, I have a workshop called The Power Within that I downloaded directly from Spirit. I channeled from Spirit. A step-by-step meditation guide in how to tap into your power, what it is, how to use it to get what you want, how to actually go in and tap into it, and how to harness your power. Well, if you really look at what's going on in my life and my doubt in what should I do next in my business and how can I show up in the most authentic, best way possible? For me, it's not about the income. It's about what am I really here to do? Because I'm going to do that before I pass away, before I cross over. What am I going to do? How did I impact the world? What waves did I create in people's lives? That matters to me. And underlying, I think that matters to most of us, is that's what we're doing. We're connecting with people and we're shifting people, hopefully up-leveling people, sharing, finding more joy in our lives, overcoming those shadows, looking at those patterns of doubt. And so the workshop that they've taught me and brought me and channeled so I can bring to you has directly influenced what's happening in my life. And I realized, it's interesting that the self-doubt is connected to stepping into your power. And I've seen that. And I'm wondering, do any of you find yourself sabotaging your businesses? Do you sabotage your relationships because you doubt yourself so heavily? I bet you do. Think about your past, just as a reflection point, and think about where in my life have I sabotaged maybe even a career opportunity. Or maybe there was a person in your life or even a friendship that would have brought you joy, but in some way you sabotaged it because you doubted that you were worthy of having it. That's where we have to learn how to step in and find our power. And our power is the source and the energy that funnels through the entire world and universe and systems. It is within all of us. And that's what you all need to know. And that's what I need to know. That self-reminder this morning was, God, I have the power of the sun within me. Why am I not utilizing it? Why am I falling back prey to my doubt and who I am? Well, it's a good opportunity for me to experience this, to share with you guys so that we can all together learn that power is within you. It's within me. It's within Source Creator, and you are a part of that. So how can we each find that we're worthy of everything that we desire? We just have to know it. We have to believe it. We have to know it's true. It is true. We have to find it and feel it. It's one of the aspects. I'm giving away so much of the workshop next week, but there's so much more to it. But it really is learning to tap in and feel it. What does that feel like to be in your power? I'm going to guide you through that. How do you tap into it and find out what it is you want to create in this world? What kind of relationships do you want? Where do you want your marriage to look like? Do you want to have more joy and intimacy and get into those deeper levels where you can really find and crack open your heart and feel that love that you want and crave deep within you? Let's go there. Let's find ways to tap into that. It starts with understanding your power. It starts with knowing who you are, where you came from, how to tap into it, how to feel it. This is the source of how you create in the world, is your power. This is big stuff, you guys. So just know you're not alone. I struggle. I struggle with doubt. It's been since I was a child. You know, I think about times when I stepped up and maybe like I won this DARE contest. You guys remember DARE? It's like Kids Against Drugs when we were in elementary school. I won the contest, the essay contest, and I got up and I saw that when I would step into my power, it brought up in other little kids when they didn't feel powerful, when they weren't told that they could create or that they had to behave a certain way and they felt like they had to hide their power, it would trigger them. And so I would see this, you know, reaction to other people and other women and other girls in elementary school and how threatening that can be to other people. And so I learned as a young kid, dim yourself, Summer. Dim yourself, dim your light, don't show up, because if you do, people will cut you down. That's what I thought as a little child, but it was because they didn't understand that that's what was going on in their influence. And what's beautiful about, you know, growing up, becoming conscious, is you get to understand the truth about how that happens, why that happens, and there's no judgment for what somebody did or how I felt someone hurt me or did other things, because I know they're just working out of their patterns on what they're going through and experiencing. Hi, Paul. Hi, Georgia. How are you? It is actually so good to see you. I'm so happy you're on here. Empowerment is the most important element we need to embrace right now. Absolutely. Well, empowerment, how do you find your power? Again, you've got to go in and see that energy of where the sun, the creator, is within you. And if you find that, now you're powerful. Bye-bye self-doubt, kicking you to the curb. So if we can learn that, you guys, we are unstoppable. Guess what? The conscious community, we've got to wake others up. How do we do it? We step into our power. We do it in a loving way. We find out where it is. We find out how to tap into it. We feel it, etc., etc. So if you feel called to it, join me next Saturday. It's a beautiful workshop. It's one that I'm learning myself. That's the beauty about it, is you download, you channel these amazing works of art. And by the way, this will turn into a book. My last course was The Soul's Process is literally a book. And so this is unique content. So, you know, I'm going through and I have these self-doubts. We've got to look at letting all that go. Let go of the sabotaging patterns. Step into your power. Find it. Okay, join me if you feel called to it. It's beautiful. I want you to step up in your power. I want to see all of us influence the world. If you want it to look better, are you feeling bad about how it looks in the world or how other people are showing up and you know they're lost, the best thing you can do, find it yourself first. When you find it, you show others that there's a way. All right, have a beautiful Saturday. Hi, Charles. Hi, you guys. Good to see you. Hi, Linz. Okay. I love you. I really do. My heart wants us all to raise. Let's rise.